Hi everyone, this is Mike Gordon. Welcome to Perfect Playthrough Puzzle 6. You get the gist by now. And I do not wish this up kind of a thing on my worst enemies. I had to do, Titanabulum grinding twice. Anyways, here's the equipment setup here. You can't change tomorrow's equipment, by the way. So, something I realized is, you know what? After careful consideration, I think I should have Edgar take care of this. And also decided... Alright, so let's do the first set. The reason I wanted to grind for Titanabulums. I fight this guy called Dark Force and wager all but one of them away for a growth egg. Something to note about Dark Force is that they have the enemy you can find in Kefka's Tower, and they know virtually every single enemy skill and every single lore in the game, all but 4. And one of them we already have, which is Transfusion. Alright, so I just cut away to all my other grinding attempts, and that's the result. Huh? Wait. Yeah, I just realized I screwed up. Probably should have put the growth egg. Probably should have put an empty spot next to the growth egg. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here, so yeah. Alright, here it is. That was why I couldn't find it. It was among the weapons. Alright, so this is all the growth eggs I have right now. I think I equipped a growth egg to one of my party members. I believe Walk. What? Yep, Walk has the growth egg. And more importantly, I decided to teleport all the way to Mount Zozo. I want to go outside for these 2 encounters specifically. This is the first slopes area, not the second one. Alright, this formation is not the formation that I want, but I don't mind getting it right now. Alright, here's a muscle belt to steal. And yes, I had to do Titanabulum grinding twice. The first time so I could wager all but one of my growth eggs. And the second one... Oh! And Mog learned a new dance. Yeah, I decided, you know what, Mog should just get a... Mog needs to level up once, so I might as well teach him a dance. So he needs to level up once, so might as well just teach him a new dance while I'm at it. So, and alright, that's the formation that I really want. The other one is honestly good to get right away. Alright, I want to cast single target flare on the Punisher. I want to do this one at a time. Brigand's Glove. That's a great way to farm for those. And oh yeah, Punishers carry either Rising Sun or Bone Club. Rising Sun's the common steel, Bone Club's the rare steel. Oh, and that's actually good to know that he would take out Mog. Alright. So I don't have to use Meltdown or anything like that, because Punisher just takes care of Mog for me. Alright, and I got all the gil he stole from me back. And then some. And now it's time for us to teleport. Yeah, in this episode I'm basically going around to several areas, try to get their rages. But more specifically, I'm trying to... How should I say? I'm trying to maneuver the formations in such a way that I get these certain encounters in a certain order. The reason for this is because, well, Tonberry as an enemy has a nasty counter, as a nasty final attack of sorts. Alright, I'm gonna park here, and I'm gonna try to grab a few rages while I'm at it. So, here are my results, be right back. Okay, I got the rages I needed, so now I can go through this area, the second slopes area of Mount Zozo, and pick up the two formations I really want. Alright, first up are the Glaciolopulus Mudbear Dilphus, which is 340. Nope, it's 335. Alright, that's good to get right now. And the reason I'm doing that is because because we will have to go, so I'll just cast Meltdown. I'll kill everyone but Terra and Locke. And Go-Go, I guess. Wow, Terra's level is low. Also, I concentrate a ton of grinding on Locke so he has max strength and is at a freakishly high level. Alright, I'm gonna steal Bergamble of... Mudbear doesn't have anything to steal. Alright, I got the missile belt, so... I'm going to just nuke the enemies right here and there. If you don't take out Mugbear after he steals money from you, he will run away, so be careful. I will come back here later with Realm in tow to grind when I'm good and ready. There's a reason why I want Realm specifically in this area, by the way, so I'll get to it there. Alright, I'm going to head back to the Veldt and do some more, and acquire a few more rages. By the way, alright. Alright. So, this is where we want to go next. I actually teleported all the way to the point in Narsh where I get my first unique encounter, and that's the Kavi 2, which is a really rare formation. All the other encounters I got beforehand were duplicates, so don't worry about them. You know, I think I already got this formation, so I have no idea why I decided to show it off. But the other 136 one, I will need to go get when I return here. So, and now we are in the feature presentation. Well, for the first half anyways. I want to make it through this area. I did not realize that the encounters here use the northern... They use the western mines formations. Luckily, I don't have anything to worry about, because I don't get to any redundant encounters here. Alright, I want to be careful, don't want to overstep. Alright, this one is not a redundant counter. We have not run into it yet. And it doesn't hurt to run into it now. We don't want 35-6 or 35-7 because they'll interfere with a future formation that we want to get. Yep, wait, time to hop in. Alright, so it's time to go through the... Alright, we already ran into this encounter. Which are the 4 naughties. Which is, yeah, we did run into that one already. So, there's only 2 encounters that we want. Alright, first one is Tonberries. This one's not missable, but it's unique. My objective is I want to steal those Minerva Bustiers, and I want to grind those up to 99 of them. The reason? It's because... And this is the main reason why I did spend so much time Tonberry grinding. All throughout this episode. Tonberry uses Traveler when it kills you, and it deals damage based on your step count. If you put it off too long, Traveler will result in an instant KO. Interestingly enough, I used this opportunity to grind up a ton of spells across my party members. Celis and Cyan are both at 46 spells. Gal and Strago I left alone. And I even maxed out Realm up to her fullest potential at this point in time. Alright. Now these guys do not... Now Tonberries is a different formation is a different enemy altogether from Tonberry. Yeah. Tonberries do not use Traveler when you kill them. Oh, and I got lucky 2 Minerva Bustiers. I think I only get 3 Minerva Bustier drops once. Alright, I just wanted to move ahead, try to get those annoying ass encounters. Try manipulating the encounter so I can get this one. This is the one that I want. For group 33. Now that I got all the formations from Mount Zozo, I can freely grab 33-4. Alright. Trying to find the Minerva Bustier. Alright, I just want to heal Walk Up. He took quite a bit of damage. And now I'm free to just do... And this is after a crap ton of grinding. I basically grinded the encounters against, until I ran into Gorgamira here. And now it's time to get out, and I'm gonna manipulate the encounters and the rages here in just a bit. Also, I'm gonna be doing Tonberries farming here. And now I have 99 Minerva Bustiers, and though we want to use those because it's the only way to convert Minerva Bustier into Regal Gown. Alright, so what we want to do is bet all but one of our Minerva Bustiers and have Locke take out the Tonberry. Again, Tonberry will always finish. His final attack will always be Traveler. Oh yeah, Tonberry can also use Break, so be careful. So I skip ahead, and this is the result: 98 Minerva Bustiers and 1 Regal Gown. 99 Regal Gowns and 1 Minerva Bustier. Anyways, I don't have to worry about Minerva Bustier grinding for quite a while. So now all the encounters inside of the cave on the Veldt are free. So it's time for me to go through this place and grab everything. Alright. Including the final chest in this area. Alright, that's the last encounter left for us to get. Now, when I'm good and ready, I can go back to Mount Zozo and grab all the remaining rages. Alright, there's something about Death Warden here. This encounter is bugged. It's supposed to give you a rage on the... give you a formation on the Veldt, I believe 16-6. But this formation specifically is bugged and will never appear on the Veldt. But don't worry, we will still be able to grab Death Warden's rage later on. But it'll be like the last rage that we pick up. Alright. Just saving my game. Alright, I basically had to figure out, okay, what is it that I want? And ultimately, I decided to bring Mog along. Thought about just skipping the encounters here, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. These encounters don't give experience points at all, so I want to use this opportunity to teach Mog the Ultima spell. Alright, level 4. Alright. No, aside from the magic urns, none of the random encounters in this place appear on the Veldt, and none of them give experience either. So... I just have to have Terra nuke everything. And something I realized is that the enemies here give a shit ton of ability points and 0 experience points. So future reference for when you decide to go spell grinding with the rest of your party members. Alright, I'm gonna go in there and pick up the safety bit. There are 2 items they're not gonna get. One of them requires a puzzle and is to complete, which I don't have the answer to, and even if I did, I don't want it added to our inventory just yet. And the other one has a boss guarding it, and well, technically guarding the exit once you grab it. And that boss is really, really hard. I want to wait until I'm good and ready before taking him on. Well, 50 magic. Alright, so... go in there, and I got a Genji shield. I think the puzzle is involved in the Genji shield room, but I digress. Alright, another new rage, which is level 60 magic. All these enemies appear in the bestiary, but none of them have rages, and none of them appear on the Veldt. Again, aside from Magic Urn. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, this is technically a new formation that I've not encountered. Unfortunately, I want to run to the level 70 variant. And I'm wondering if I actually covered it. I think I accidentally, like, skipped over the level 70 magic, but I can assure you I actually got it. Alright. Not even halfway there, damn. I think I've wound up skipping a ton of battles here, but I can assure you I ran into the level 70 variant, and here's the formation I absolutely want to get. And interestingly enough, the Holy Dragon, one of the 8 elemental dragons that blocks the way to Crusader, actually appears on the Veldt. Why the Holy Dragon is the only one of the elemental dragons to appear on the Veldt, I have no idea. Also, you notice that the Holy Lance is a prize and not a drop. That's because you can only get the Holy Lance by stealing from the Holy Dragon. But because you can only use magic in the cultist tower, magic and items, and I guess the mimic ability as well, you can't steal the Holy Dragon from him, so he'll just drop it as a prize when you beat him here. He is the only one of the elemental dragons who doesn't have a drop at all. Instead has 2 items that you can steal from. By the way, I'm going to cover exactly how you go about obtaining the Holy Dragon and Behemoth King Rages later. There's a reason why I haven't grabbed it, and it's because I want to show them off to you. Alright, I know for a fact I skipped level 70s for some reason. But here are the final 2 level enemies besides the boss at the end of at the top of the tower. These are the final enemies for us to add to our bestiary left in Cultist Tower. By the way, you can't use the teleport spells here, so I have to walk all the way down. And you know what? Even though there are no new enemies, we still have a number of new formations to pick up. And there's one more item for us to pick up. We are about to max out on growth eggs. That's the reason why I stopped at 98 growth eggs instead of 99. It's also the reason why I went Tonberry grinding, because I didn't want to run the risk of blocking access to the Tonberry formation on the Veldt. By the way, the final item is supposed to be blocked behind the puzzle involving this thing, this gravestone. But as it turned out, you don't really need to do the puzzle in order to grab the item here. The puzzle simply reveals the way. Provides you with the hint on how to access the item. Yeah, wrap your head around that. So this is something I sort of realized at this part when I got into this encounter here. I noticed the rim in the corner is like, you know, I could actually access it without the need of completing the puzzle. So yeah. Charles. After this, and there are no enemies of note to run into here, so I just want to skip ahead to the final formation here. Here it is, the file formation. There are technically lores that you can pick up and learn here, but we can learn all those lores through the Dark Force enemy. So, now it's time to teleport on out of here. Also, I'm now at peace with all the enemy formations in groups 31 through 33. Actually, groups 30 through 33. So 30 through 32, I should say. So I'm just gonna grab all these enemies here. And for the record, I did not manipulate the encounters to appear in this order. It just so happened to all fall in my fate. It just so happened that I ran into all of these enemies in this exact order through sheer dumb luck. Wrap your head around that. Alright, the next formation I want is Marcosius. Which you can only encounter in the grassland. I encountered like the 6 deep eyes in the forest. That was the last formation left for me to pick up there. And now for the last formation left in the wasteland, which is Deep Eye Moose. Which I did not need to grab previously because I grabbed all the relevant formations that I cared about. Just nuke these guys, take them out. And now and we're not quite done yet. I did not show off any of the encounters here, but you want to go to the desert that surrounds Figaro Castle. The desert either there or Coliseum have the same encounters, so it doesn't really matter where you go. I don't believe I ran into Cancer 3 or Sandhorse 2. Well, I have encountered the Sandhorse Cancer formation in a previous episode. By the way, I technically already ran into these enemies. This is just proof that I did. Proof of having ran into them myself. Alright. And there's the last formation here. I think this is the only time I ever skipped ahead to a desirable formation. Anyways, I think we've completely cleared out the encounters in the Coliseum region, as well as Daryl's Tomb. And I've actually been keeping tabs on the formations. So don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And now, pretty much every single location left in this game hinges on Kefka's Tower, so we have to go there next. All future Veldt manipulations revolve around this place specifically. Goes doorstep. The only stored progression that we get in this entire episode, by the way. But don't worry, there's a lot of, we destroy them. Yeah, Strago, Terra, and Terra all have unique lines of dialogue when you recruit them. Realm is there as well, but but she doesn't say anything. Yeah, Terra does have unique dialogue, but you kind of get a unique camera direction thingy when you bring them along. Something I just realized while forming my party for Group 1 is, wait a minute, I want to go to Group 2. It's like, okay, and then I realized, oh boy. Yeah, Terra's group should be Group 2. And I just cobbled in a bunch of random fighters into Group 1. I don't know why I'm thinking so much about what order to position all my characters in. Really, I just have to... all you really need is one throwaway character in each group and then you're done. Alright, because I have no use for teams 1 or 3 at this point in time. But I want to use 12 party members the last time I come in here. Alright, and I'm going to switch over to party 2. And this is my party setup. Alright, I ran to a random encounter. Alright. Now this is technically a really good formation to run into early on, but at the same time I sort of realized that I don't really need to run in. That this formation is really just an added bonus. By the way, for the record, yes, I'm keeping tabs on every single formation that I picked up. Because we're so late in the game, it's very, very easy to lose track. Also, great behemoths are a great and ideal place to grind for unlimited tiger fangs. Even though they are rare steals, they have nothing else to steal. You can't steal anything else from them. So, I'm just gonna keep making my way here. And, none of the formation... I have yet to run into a formation that's bad for me. I want to have Go-Go mine Terra because that takes out both enemies very quickly. Oh, I think having Go-Go mine Lock is technically a bit faster. Alright. Pick up a pinwheel and another Minerva Bustier, so... Now we don't want to run to any encounters here. So I want to give him Malulu's Charm. And now I want to remove Malulu's Charm. I think I just moved up there because I just assumed that there'd be a save point where I'd stand, but that's not true. But anyways, I ultimately decided, you know what, I don't need Mog to be a lot to survive this battle, so I'll remove the Malulu's Charm. So long as I manipulate the encounters in the next room and the rooms after, I think we should be good. Alright, I just want to manipulate. Okay, manipulate the steel for the rare crystal orb. Honestly, the blood sword is probably much more valuable to steal, since that's the only thing that, since you can only steal blood swords. And Ultima Buster does not appear on the Soul Shrine at the end of the game. The Death Warden does, as well as all the other elemental dragons and all the other bosses, but for some reason not Ultima Buster. I'm actually wondering if he's gonna target Mog, honestly. Good. Targeted Mog. So that means I don't have to worry about killing him when after I save buffer. Yeah, we don't want to run into any of the enemies here just yet. Alright, and I just saved, reset. Yeah, I don't do a lot of save buffering, if that's what you want to know. All I need to do is manipulate so I don't run into any encounters here, and I only encounter Mudsud. We technically already ran into him. But now that Mudsud stands alone in his own group, I can actually pick him up consequence-free. Alright, manipulate steel for the Thunder Shield. It's the only thing that he has. And that makes Mudsud an ideal way to grind for Thunder Shields, which we can then use to grind for Genji Shields in the Coliseum. Or I want to go here. And yes, I'm manipulating counters here. Here's the 3 junks. Actually, I'm manipulating counters here. I did not realize I could just grab all the formations here. Because 52-6 and 52-7 means nothing. And the only formation group 52 that I care about is 52-6. But oh well. I forgot about the Great Marbloros. I was really going into this not thinking, okay, which formations do I need to pick up now? I was thinking, okay, which ones are absolutely essential? So I wound up grabbing every single formation I can. And this ultimately saves me a bit of time because I could just grab a couple more formations this way. There. Primeval Dragon, Great Marlboro. That's the formation from Group 35 that I need. And it's the reason why I did not want to run into the 2 35-6 or 35-7 in Arsh. Alright, the intended method to get out here is to grab a crane or something. Just hop out of here, but the crane just never appeared. So I decided, you know what? Let's see if I can teleport. Yes, I can. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you teleport. You're back to just Setzer, and that's it. Anyways, I grabbed the rages off screen. And I actually remembered, oh yeah, I need to encounter the 3 Great Malboros. Now I can manipulate the encounters here to avoid encounters in this room. And I just need to run to the 3 movers, which is 54-5. And they all have common Super Ball steals. Honestly, it's a good thing I'm stealing these now because Super Balls are among the most expensive items in the world of Ruin. And in the entire game for that matter. Just have to nuke these guys. Unfortunately, the only use that we have with these guys is to learn Mighty Guard to teach Strago Mighty Guard. That is literally it. Alright, and I want to go take the pipe on the left. But first I want to run to... Yeah. Again, I'm just looking at the notes and just making adjustments on the fly. I will come back from Mela Hitman later. Alright. That was interesting. Alright, that's supposed to be part of the puzzle. For whatever reason, I don't stick around and try to encounter the enemies here. I think the formation down below is incorrect, but but even when I took notes, it didn't specify if this formation was, if the formation that's down below was accurate or not. I think it's the one with both Fortress encounter. Well, 2 of the 3 Fortress encounters. Force armor. Alright, so... I want to pick up the Vector Chimera, which is 27-4, and this is the only room in the game that carries them. Unfortunately, I have the lowest odds imaginable for obtaining Vector Chimeras because I recruited Sabin first. So, food for thought. And I got a free kill with Gold Dragon, which guarantees a crystal ore drop, and that's kind of the reason why I said that, you know, maybe I should have just should have stolen the blood sword. And I realized too that Gold Dragon doesn't have anything to steal. Actually, most of the middle dragons outside of the Holy Dragon don't have anything to steal. Sorry, I'm just really tired. Working on this episode has probably wiped out like 3 days worth of sleep and like 3 years of my life. Like, it's almost April. Like, it's the 31st of March as of recording this video. There's 1 dragon left, and I want to grab both formations in this room. And something I realize is these are the enemies that you want to use the Metamorphosis on because it's the only way you can grab the Curse Shield. Curse Shield? This should say Curse Ring. I'll change in post-production. Yeah, you're supposed to metamorphosize these guys for curse rings. However, I forgot to remove the Ragnarok Esper from Gao and use it on the Veldt at this point in time. Even if I did, morphing these guys is a pain. You need to cast the Ragnarok Esper with one of your party members, and then you just have Go mime it over and over again until both party members have been sufficiently been transformed. Alright, grab both formations in this room. It's time to teleport on out of here. Alright. I grabbed all the rages now, except for the Behemoth King and Holy Dragon. I'm going to showcase how you get those. Alright, the reason why I'm showing these off and why I put off grabbing these rages until now is because there is a specific method in which you have to obtain the Behemoth King rage. First, you have to kill the living rendition of the Behemoth King because that does not have a rage. The undead version does. Additionally, Gao cannot return from the Veldt in this battle. Something's coming from behind. That's the undead version of Behemoth King. And that's the one I want to leap on. Now we want to encounter Holy Dragon. And for the record, the Behemoth King, Living, and Holy Dragon are the only enemies that appear in their respective groups. I believe Group 61 is supposed to house all 8 legendary dragons, but for some reason, this is the only Holy Dragon appears in this formation. Alright, manipulating counter so I can steal the Holy Lance from him. Easy as pie. And now to see if Gao comes back. Yup. In fact, Gao will pretty much always come back against Holy Dragon when fighting Holy Dragon. So, that's it for the rages here. We have 207 possible rages. And I'm just counting in my head. I already kept count already. I already kept count during the post-production, the editing process of this video. And this still needs a bit of work, to be honest. Alright, and we are about nearing the end, and something I need is that, oh yeah, Ahriman and Tonberries appear at the bottom. So I'm going to teleport back to Kefka's Tower, and I'm going to assign my main party into a Team 3. All these encounters are not only one, and only the Prometheus, interestingly enough, doesn't appear on the Veldt. I don't know why Prometheus doesn't appear on the Veldt, but I guess it doesn't need to because it doesn't have a corresponding rage with Gao. And if it doesn't have a rage, it won't appear on the Veldt, especially since it's not missable. And there's the Nutkin suit and the gauntlet. And I got this encounter, and after this I'm just gonna skip ahead to when I finally run into Gamma. For the record, all these mechanical enemies actually carry various tools as their rare steel. They're one and only steel specifically, so I just skipped ahead to when I encounter Gamma. And Gamma has a ton of hit points. It's practically a mini boss. Also, its defense is through the roof. Alright, and I'm gonna move to when I encounter this next formation. Which is Great Behemoth and Vector Lithos, which is a formation I absolutely want to run into. I technically could just skip it and grab something else later, but honestly, this saves a ton of time. This will actually save a ton of time. And there's the rare Great Behemoth Steel. I even rearranged my party setup. So now I want to take the lower path. I was honestly kind of confused with where I'm supposed to go. Up on the balcony, and that's supposed to be down there. Just trying to follow the map. Get into enough encounters so I can manipulate these encounters here. And yes, I use the safe buffering technique in order to easily manipulate the place. Mog is in Team 2, and he is effectively just sitting there at the safe point with Malulu's charm. By the way, the safe trick does not work in the PAL version of this game. It works in the US version, but not the PAL version. There's the Aegis Shield. I want to manipulate encounters in this room so I only run into the dual armor death machine formations, which is the rare formation. Just trying to make... I'm going to try to keep careful track of my step count, because as soon as I take an extra step, I will get into a random encounter against an enemy I don't want to run into. And unfortunately, even though it's technically the same room as before, the formations don't change because I'm on the lower levels. I don't know why the formations are different on the lower levels from the higher levels, but whatever. Don't need Sabin. Trying to manipulate the encounters here. Already got both formations in this room, so I just need to move into here. And hopefully they will give me the Metal Hitman formation. Alright. I was hoping to keep Mog alive so I could continue manipulating the encounters here. But whatever. I'll just revive Mog with a Phoenix down and then re-equip the Malulu's charm. Alright. Malulu's charm. I encounter all the enemies here in this room, and now I'm just trying to carefully collect rages during my stay here so I could formations and then pick up their corresponding rages. Now I'm gonna manipulate the... I was like, hold on a minute. I want to manipulate the encounters in this room, so I run to the formation that I want in the next room. So let's go. It's like, oh yeah, I need to give Maud the Ragnarok Esper. And I need to remove Malula's charm because I'm not running into any encounters. Alright, I skipped ahead. And yes, I picked up the curse string and thornlet and some additional lich strings off screen. Now I want to try to give Go-Go the most ideal equipment setup imaginable. Even Mog's equipment is mandatory in order to manage them properly. Trying to think, I need to give Go-Go speed and defense, and no matter what, Mog's gonna die, so I really only care about the speed stat with him. And I want to make absolutely certain that Mog can actually cast the spells that I want to learn, and so too do I want Go-Go to do the same thing. There is no freaking way I'm gonna attempt to steal from these guys because they just kill you when you have two party members and one of them's a weakling. So my first strategy was to just use Break on one of the outsiders in order to reduce their damage output. That way, when I have Go-Go cast Ultima, and I'm escape buffering from Mog, don't need him alive anymore. Well, I prefer to keep him alive, but whatever. At least he won't gain any experience. And because Cherry countered with Meteor instead of Kira, and I only have like one Pinwheel or Fuma Shuriken to deal with, I could just two-shot the rest of these guys. Now I'm going to. Now I don't know how much. I didn't know how much time I had left, so I'm just gonna save my game. Check how much time I have left. It's like, okay, let's see if I can take on the boss. Yes, I can. Unfortunately, because I moved Go-Go to the other party, I basically have to steal these guys the long, hard, arduous way. I want to steal from, I think Rahu or Ketsu. Anyways, the right arm, Inferno's right arm first, because it will die to one Ultima. Yeah, Rahu. I'm manipulating the steel, so I guarantee that I grab both of the arm's flame shields. Now the other arm is gonna die. And now I'm gonna manipulate the steel, so that way I get the ice shield. By the way, this guy will resurface in the Soul Shrine, so it's really the best and only effective way to grind for flame and ice shields. So I guess that's about it. I'm going to grab all the rages from the encounters I just collected. And then I'm gonna manipulate my final encounter, so. See, I got the two Thornlets from morphing the Ahrimans and Daedalus. Here are some additional Lich Rings, and I think I realized that, oh yeah, I also have quite a few Curse Rings. Now I'm gonna cut away and grab this one final formation real quick, And with that, I'm gonna sign you guys off right here and there. Mike Gorin, sign out.